Alright, the stock market is really in a nice uptrend and making highs, making all-time highs. S&P 500. I'm looking at the SPY right now. Recently just broke out of this ascending triangle, still trading above the 20 MA. So whenever it's trading above the 20 MA, especially the 20 MA is rising, I don't think I want to fight the trend. We just want to follow the trend, and there's there's support here. So not that worried about a crash right now. Here's the support area, if you can see it. And railroad tracks rising 20 MA, 50 MA, 200 MA points to more further upside. I think it's trading sideways a bit. The fact that it didn't just roll over means that the S&P 500 is just probably consolidating sideways. Just like here, it doesn't want to roll over, but consolidates, and as it nears the rising 20 MA, just broke out higher. Probably the same thing is happening. But we just look at the 16-minute chart. So this is the support area. Maybe I just drag it about here. So even if we collapse, most likely we'll meet the support area here and the rising 60-minute 200 MA and bounce back higher. Short-term support. There's a short-term support here, and this trading range is like a support. So for me, if it just trades above the highs of this, then it's gonna continue to move higher. So far it's good. The stock can correct sideways, or it can correct by declining, but I think it's choosing to correct sideways. So anyway, for those of us who look at short term, I don't think there's anything much to worry about unless it drops below the 50 MA and below this support area. Maybe we could wait for consolidation, see whether it can trade higher from there or not. Let me just look at the DIA. Daily chart still very strong. It's just trading sideways, but the good thing is that from this hourly chart we can see that it has traded above this area. Okay, there's support here, kind of maybe like a bullish flag or something, but it's trading sideways. I'm not going to worry about the Dow unless it drops below this area. Rising 60-minute 200 MA also tells us that things are quite good. QQQs I think maybe a bit stronger than the Dow and S&P, but it's the support area still going up and not in danger of a correction yet, unless it drops below this hourly 50 MA rolls over. So there is some support here. I'm just going to treat it as trading sideways and not going to be worried about whether it drops or not. So if it stays above this support area, then I think it's just continuing to trade sideways. But if it drops below the 50 MA, then I'll get a bit worried, just like here, just a slight correction. Anyway, there is also a strong area of support around here. Right, this the tops are the support. Even if it drops, you might find some trading opportunities here. So far, hasn't dropped below trend line. You can draw a trend line here. Hasn't dropped below a trend line yet. Well, this will be my area to watch. If it doesn't drop below here, then we are still okay. Not much of a problem. So just continue to stay bullish on the Dow, S&P, and also the techs. Semi-sectors a bit overbought and gap down like 2 trading days ago. but it's not dropping here, no. And you can see the support area is here. So if the semis are doing well in an uptrend, making higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, I'll still be bullish in the US stock market. And it's just January. Things are still looking very fine for it. Oh, there's a weekly topping tail here. So if it trades below the lows of this topping tail, there might be a correction down to here. Correction down to this area, which will probably give us an opportunity to look at whether some semi stocks can be bought or not. Rising 20 MA, 50 MA, even if it drops to here, it might hit the 50 MA, and 50 MA are usually areas where we can buy stocks. One of the biggest stock in semi sector is not even dropping. You can see Nvidia broke out of this ascending triangle, just going back up, all the way up. You can see these bottoming tails here showing that there's a fear, people selling off, but eventually it closed back up. Bottoming tails can be signs of bullishness, because you can imagine what happened during the day. Sell off or need to close back higher, sell off, close back higher. So it's almost parabolic rise in Nvidia, but I don't see any weaknesses at all at this moment. This is like a step rise. These areas are support, so even if it drops, there are lots of areas of support. So right now, I'm just changing my views from using the 20 MA in the 60-minute chart to using the 50 MA. This is the support area to watch. 50 MA still rising. I'll still stay bullish on Nvidia short term unless it drops first below the 50 MA and then this box here. Okay, but I don't see like it's really rolling over yet. Okay, not the kind that is rolling over. It's just trading sideways, so I will remain bullish on Nvidia. I'm going to look at IBM. IBM recently had a gap up on very heavy volume. It's something good for the tech sector. You can see it having a bullish flag here. So I think if you take the heights of the bullish flag, it has already met the target. Monthly chart in IBM, there's a lot of resistance here. Always good to draw some resistance area here. You can see the resistance area, and the stock reach up here and drop a bit. Because people lost money here, you need time to absorb it. But if it continues to trade sideways, I think it's just going to make new highs. So these are uptrending stocks. There's a breakout here and higher, which is if things are good for IBM. If you look at the monthly chart, it looks like it's making a new stage 2 uptrend even in the monthly charts. I believe soon it will have new highs. Let's look at Costco. Costco is the one that has been not a tech stock, but retail going up. You see it's very, very strong. Small ascending triangle type breakout, and it has been going up ever since. There was a drop here, but the 20 MA saved it, and now it's still trading above the 20 MA. The previous high here has been overcome, which means this is a new support area. So most probably it will make a higher low. If this support area holds, then it just continue to move higher. Although I think the 20 MA is flattening a bit, but I have no worries yet about it rolling over. Let's draw a trend line for us to gauge. Trend lines are sometimes good things. If the stock stays above the trend line, then most likely it will continue to move higher. Microsoft is the one that is moving up really nice, rising 20 MA, 50 MA, 200 MA. Short-term, mid-term, long-term is bullish. Let's take the measured move and have a look at it. Now, my friends, I'm doing all this for my own analysis, and if you're joining me on this journey, welcome. Wow, the measured move target is about here, 421. So there is still quite a lot of way to go for Microsoft before the target is met. Measured move target are not absolute targets, but surprisingly they can be a very good target. I've seen countless times where stocks stop exactly at the measured move target. You take the height of it and project it from the base to the up here, which is about 420 something. But these moving averages just tell me that, yeah, this bullish bias is moving up. 60-minute chart, rising moving averages telling me that things are very strong for this stock. You can see how all these boxes and areas of support, and I think it's trying to break out of this box as well. So what I like to do is I like to use these boxes as support and resistance. So in the event if it rolls over, there's support here, there's support here. So likelihood is not going to just crash down like that. But if it's a step rise, most likely the stock will continue to move higher. So we have all this simple trend following analysis, and it's actually quite good if you learn how to analyze with it. I think Meta is making new all-time highs. This is Facebook. The all high was around here, right? But today it has already made new highs. Okay, went up, making higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low. So there was a bottoming tail here, sell off, but immediately went back up. So this, instead of sell off, become a bottoming tail, and this is a bullish signal, which is why it's rising. So when we are really in a very bullish market for a lot of tech stocks, and 60-minute chart still very bullish for Meta, for Facebook. I tell you, it's so easy to draw judgment and say how high can it go, but when the market is booming, when Facebook is rising, it's above the 20 MA, 50 MA, 60-minute chart, it's best just to remain bullish as long as it stays above this 2 MA. I think there are some markets like Nikkei, the Nikkei market. I want to show you the Japanese market is making highs, and this is a monthly chart. You can see ever since here it has been making higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and it's like almost like a stair step. This is a monthly chart, and since around here, right, it has been going up all the way. Now how do I hide it? I need to hide my this bar, taskbar setting. Okay, just don't know how to hide it because I want you to see the year. Alright, I think I've got it out of the way. Let's go back to this one. Okay, since 2012 it has been an uptrend. If you go way back here, which is 1989, It made a high around 38,000 something. Okay, and Japanese stock market has been going up very near all highs, and by the looks of it, if this is like a monthly bullish flag, if Nikkei can stay above this area, right, most likely it will continue to move higher in a months ahead. Maybe by the second half, it will overcome all the old highs here and make new all-time high. So what this tells us is that the Japanese stock market is in a bullish mode, and because markets are forward looking for 6 to 9 months, the Japanese market, the economy is going to be good 6 to 9 months down the road. I can show you a stock, Toyota Motor Corporation. Toyota has been making new all-time highs, okay, despite in 1980 stuff, and all these rises and collapse are just like a little blip now. So since here 2023 May, it has just climbed up, making new highs, all-time highs. And Toyota manufactures these cars and stuff, and if it's making new highs, that means investors are very confident in the car market. Okay, and cars are generally something that we need, which means it's kind of good for the world economy, I suppose, because cars are needed by everyone. So let's go back to the weekly chart, examine why it rose. So there was a sell-off, decline here, but what made it rise was this break of a downtrend line. It's interesting how stocks and market can just move up when it breaks above a downtrend line. It takes some skill to draw, okay, but generally you connect or hold the highs during this downtrend. Right now it has broken out of its trading range. You can see that it's trading at the top here, not somewhere in the middle or bottom. That means there is strength. There is strength in in Toyota. It's good for the company, for cars. Right? Not every car manufacturing stock is doing as well as Toyota. For example, I think look at Honda. Okay, it's the thing. It should be Honda. Honda is it's not making new highs, but it has already made a new high back in September 23. It's just that it's sitting at this area of support, and because of that, I think it's also going to continue to make new highs. So sorry for that. I think you see Honda broken downtrend line, finds support at the 200 MA and is going up. There's a bullish cross, so most likely it's going to make new highs soon. I think it must be Nissan Motor. Stock is not doing as good as the other. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, Nissan is a motor company, okay, for the likes of Toyota and what do you call it, Honda. So you can see the old highs are around here, 2007, but it's not doing very well. Okay, so same manufacturers of cars, but well, things are not doing very well. If you look at Tesla, the highs here, well, we could say it is making a kind of like head and shoulders, and if it drops, it could be, well, terrible. But so far it's not doing very well. Okay, you don't want to be trading stocks that are below the 200 MA, and because it's below the 200 MA, it's just telling me that things are not good for Tesla. Don't touch it to the long side. And it's below the 20 MA, so better not touch it for short-term trading as well. 60-minute chart, you can see it's below the 50 MA, so not something you want to touch in the short term. Okay, the best thing is if it can trade above all this trend line, move back up, then maybe it can reach all highs. Now, what do I want to look at? I think France is doing quite well. The CAC 40 is this is the old highs back in 2000, 2008. France is already making new highs. This is a previous high. It has overcome, so it's consolidating at support area, and this is a strong continuation pattern, so likely to move up higher. French economy is going to be very well in the future, most likely. Well, but anyway, looks like a, I don't know, double top or something, so you have to be careful of it as well. Sometimes you can look at the long-term charts and the short-term charts, the daily charts compared to monthly charts, and you come up with two different pictures. But to be careful, we draw an uptrend line here, and if it can go higher and stay above the 50 MA and uptrend line, then most likely it's gonna continue to move higher. Okay, if it drops below this uptrend line, then you know this double top might materialize. So there's something for us to think about. Just look at Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway making new highs, so Warren Buffett net worth will be increasing a lot. So broke out of this kind of cup with handle pattern. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but if you take the target, it's from here to here and project upwards. I think it still has a bit of way to go. You could say that it broke out of a ascending triangle as well, but now the support area will be around here. So because of the rising 20 MA, 50 MA, as long as it stays above the support area, I think Warren Buffett network is going to continue to move higher. So I think it's holding 50% of it is in Apple. So if Apple continues to do well, then most likely it's continue to go well. So those who invested in Berkshire Hathaway all these years, actually you can dollar cost average. And it's very true indeed, you know, because a lot of people, they think that they can time the markets and buy stocks and stuff, but actually if you just know a very solid company and you dollar cost average it, you tend to be able to make more money. And one of the ways is to look at their financials, that is a stable company that's growing every year. Or if you don't want to look at an individual company, you can just buy index fund, like the S&P 500 has been going up non-stop. Yeah, sure, there are dips and sell off, but every time it drops, it is an opportunity for you to buy the index. So you don't need to be buying all the time. Just when it drops 5%, it drops like this, you buy more. So that's the way to do with long-term stocks, because not all of us are experts at timing. And even if you want to time the stocks in market, you need to focus on one or two trading strategies. If not, you will not be able to know how good your strategy is. Is there any stocks that I want to look at? Yeah, let's look at AMD. AMD is another stock that is making new highs. So this is it's making an all-time high actually. So what we will do, this is the old high, and as long as it stays above here, this support area most likely is gonna go up. And this large green candle as well, what you can do is you take the middle of the candle. Whenever there is a large green candle, right, whenever you take the middle of the candle, right, if the stock trades above the middle of the candle, then it's going to be bullish. So it's still in a nice uptrend now, and if it drops to around this area, you can actually buy the stock for a dip. So right now, this is a 60-minute chart, still rising. No weaknesses yet, because okay, so continue to stay bullish on AMD unless it drops below the 60-minute 50 MA. So I'm just gonna stop here. There's a lot that I've learned. So see you in the next one.